We actually have a presentation this evening, and it's for our Township of East Brunswick 2025 Municipal Audit. We all received some amazing reading for the weekend, so thank you very much, with some very good news contained within it. So with that, I would like to introduce John Farina, who is the Director Auditor of PFK O'Connor Davies. So thank you.
Good evening, everybody. Thank you for having me again tonight. Again, my name is John Farina. I was the director for PFK O'Connor Davies on the 25 audit of the Township of East Brunswick. Before I get started into the actual audit presentation, I always like to do this. I like to acknowledge and thank the Township's administration and staff for their cooperation during the audit. We really get prompt responses and good information from everybody involved. We share this, we gather a lot of our information electronically through a file sharing portal online. And this year, the township uploaded, I think it was more than 1,600 documents for us to review. So while as a firm, we put hundreds of hours into the audit, which you get a 200-page report from, really is equal work on the township's end for getting us that information. So I just wanted to acknowledge them. We started our audit in the middle of February this year, and we were gathering information right up until last Thursday, May 7th. So it's a long process, it's a lot of information, and just like to share those numbers just to show the hard work that goes into it. Again, the audit is complete. It was done on dated May 7th this year. Last year it was dated June 30th, so we're about 7 weeks ahead of time this year, which I think is good for everybody to have more timely information closer to the year end. I think it's more beneficial for everybody involved. The most important page of that report that you have is on page 1, and it's the auditor's opinion. The good news is that the township once again earned an unmodified opinion, which is the highest level of opinion that we as auditors can give to financial statements. So again, that's a great thing for the township. Just to give an idea of what we do when we come out here to do the audit, we focus a lot on internal controls. Your internal controls are what safeguard township assets. They are what ensures proper financial information is being entered into your software correctly and that we can rely on. We test areas of cash disbursements to make sure vendors are being paid properly, purchasing to make sure purchasing laws are being followed, and they are pretty specific. Cash receipts to make sure your revenues are being recorded correctly, and payroll to make sure your employees are being paid according to their contracts. Another thing that we do, the township is very good at applying for and getting federal and state grants. The spending here is at such a level, or the grant awards and spending is at such a level that we have to test specific federal and state grants this year. We tested the American Rescue Plan money, and that's on the federal side, and the DCA funding for the ice rink on the state side. And all of our testing came back with no instances of noncompliance for each of those grants, which is a very good thing. There was one issue identified in 2024's audit related to purchasing and not getting quotations for a couple of items that we tested. That was corrected in 2025, and there were no new additional comments or recommendations for this audit. Talked about the single audit. The financial results are strong for each of the funds we tested. So the township does a very good job. And what we could see every year is that internally, there's a lot of internal reflection and seeing what we could do, what the township could do better. And so we don't test the same procedures every year because they're constantly evolving and changing to make sure the township's funds are safe. So that's really all I have. I can open it up to any questions you may have.
Thank you. Does anybody on council have any questions?
Thank you all for all the time.
Thank you.
Yes.
Mr. Farina,
Yes.
the internal controls you talk about, I'm sure that's similar from township to township, county to county, as you do other
Correct, yeah.
audits.
Yeah.
Do you find that technology is difficult to navigate through, for argument's sake, with regard to what you might expect here in East Brunswick? Are you able to uncover every stone because of this new platform that we are able to use?
No, I mean, I think we're pretty well versed in the technology. So it's you know, we're able to see what we need to see as far as approvals and everything like that.
And then therefore, our technology was up to standard, up to par for your
I would say so.
professionalism?
I would say so, yes.
And how long was your team here?
We started well, we opened up our software for Angel and her team to start uploading stuff probably the last week of December, and that started right away. And then we were out here physically late February, early March, and then we just wrapped up the audit on May 7th. So it's a long process.
Yeah, long process, time-consuming,
Yes,
redundant.
yes.
And then you're moving into areas of the township where you're interrupting the flow of business.
Correct,
And then
yes, yes.
professionally, you have to find a way to work with everybody.
Yes, and that's why I'd like to speak about the cooperation that we get,
Right.
because, you know, your employees still have to get paid, your taxes still get collected, the vendors still get paid, and that's all done
And
with.
the same thing goes for comments and recommendations.
Yes,
Pretty light this year.
very light this year. It's a very
With
good
this
thing.
smile on my face, thank
Yes,
you.
yes.
Thank you, Council President.
Yep.
You're welcome. Anybody else? All right, thank you
All right,
very
thank you
much.
so
We
much.
appreciate it. It's great
Okay.
news. There's no recommendations. And a huge shout out to our CFO, Angel Albanese, and your entire staff. We really appreciate, we all feel very assured that our township funds are being well looked at. So thank you.
Thank you very
both.
much.
Thank you.
Thanks, everybody.